次の任務まで一眠りしようっと。
Hello? Testing, testing. Oh, thank you, wife. Oh, I sound a little loud, I think. Let me fix that. A bit is hello. Is this better? Yeah, it's very distorted. What's going on? Let me see what's going on with that. Okay. Hello, is this better? I think it's still gain is too high. Let me boost it again. Hello. Testing. That's way better, right? It's a bit strange still, I think. But I'm not sure. Let me see. Why is it? Okay, I see. Let's remove that. Okay, now testing. Testing. Oh, that's good. I think, yeah, that seems good. Still sounds different. Oh, now it's distorted again. What happened? What is going on? Okay. Hello. Now it seems a bit low, maybe? Thank you, wife. Okay. Hopefully, man. Why is audio so difficult? Yeah, I can hear it. It's like really weird. Maybe it's the noise removal. Let me try turning this off. Hello. Testing. Is that better? Oh, that sounds way better now, I think. No. Then as soon as I started talking louder, it got worse. What's going on? I'm so confused. Why is it so weird? Okay, testing again. What's going on? What's up? Okay, hello, testing, hello. Testing, hello. I think that's fine. I'm not sure. I think it's like I think it's just maybe the gain is like way too high. So okay, I think maybe that's good. Like increase the volume, and lower the gain. Okay. I think that sounds fine. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to sound different because new setup and whatnot, but is it bad? Does it sound bad right now? Is the question. Does it sound bad? Better than at the start of the stream. Then I think it is just a gain issue. Okay. Let me guess. Reduce the gain even more and increase the volume. Hello. Now it's really low. Okay, testing with a bit more. Okay, if this doesn't work, let me just do this. If hello. Okay, I think okay, I think that sounds normal, right? I believe so. Now it's good. Okay. Alright, we did it, boys. We did it. Audio issues solved at the start of a stream and not at the end of a stream for once. We did it, boys. We did it in the correct order. Okay, so now, because I'm all orderly, I can quickly find this thing and remove that. It's okay, wife. No, wife, calm down. Wife, calm down. She won't be stopped. Wife will not be stopped. Okay. Alright, boys. Welcome back to the Arknights bedtime story streams. Hopefully, we will have no audio issues. If it is better done, I will turn this back on. Cool, turning that back on. Okay. No audio issues. We're just gonna read the story, and yeah. That'll be all. Okay, let's get back into it. So last time, Lappland broke Texas out of prison, and now Texas is gonna like become a juicy morsel. She described herself as juicy, and we're gonna basically set a bait for the betrayers, to lure them out and make sure that they pay for their crimes, even though it's very obvious who the betrayers are. But okay. Thorns that grow unyielding from beneath the umbral rain. I think game is a little... I think it is a little loud in my... Is the game loud for you? In comparison to my voice? Like, okay. But I'll just read while I wait for an answer. Rain, full of scars, yet searching for a way forward. The word justice should never cross the lips of a familia-backed judge, but she has never forgotten the ideal she set for herself when she first stepped into the courthouse, and still stands resolute. It's a little loud in my ear, so I'm gonna reduce it for me, at least. There you go. Oh, isn't it exciting? Okay, so let's go and do her side quest. Time to go home after a long day. Where is her home? Okay, point of interest. Someone help me. I didn't do it on purpose. Quit hollering her already. They think you don't have eyes and ears. They just don't know ain't stuff. Oh, I gotta read this quick. Hey, what are you doing? Charging people like that? Oh, you there. If you still intend to run, you'll be content. Ironclad order. Oh, bad luck. Fine, you win, Your Honor. I'll go with you this time. But let me warn you now, bitch. Whoa, shit, bitch. Better watch where you walk. Stai zitto. A few days later, Your Honor. Oh, I remember you. Did that guy keep bothering me after he told he gave up? I came to thank you. These flowers are for you. What happened? I saw him on the street corner. He's still after me. Come with me. Damn. End. Is that it? Oh no. Here we go. Protect the civilians targeted by the mafioso in Siracusa. The law represents the will of one and one. As the agent of that will, Lavinia finds herself struggling to protect ordinary citizens. Alright, let's mess them up. We gotta clear a stage with at least 3 civilians alive. That's gotta be easy, right? How do you rank the difficulty of the stages? I'm a bit behind on the stages for obvious reasons, right? But, ooh. They were pretty chill. Ooh, cool.
It's my duty to stand here.
Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Maybe some other guy shows up. No other guy showed up.
Can't you hear the children's cries?
The children are crying. Okay, so let's put you here.
This gavel of justice is waiting.
I get shot, kid. I get shot, loser. I get shot. Man, it's really unfortunate these shows come out there.
Now's the time
Put
to
you
help
here.
everyone out.
Need speed to succeed.
Can't you hear the children's cries?
I'm so
We're gonna hit him with one of these. Dude, that guy, he was ganging up on me. It was like sizing me up like, hey, come on, kochikoi, motherfucker. And then he just dies. Not used to English VAs. I have English VA on by default because I want to give the English VAs a chance. And if they're bad, I will switch off the English VAs. But so far, I really like the English VAs, to be honest. Oh, look at this.
Crimes are irrefutable.
But the children cry. They do be cry. Yeah, but fuck children. Wait, no, don't fuck children. Don't fuck children. I said it bad. Don't do that.
mission accomplished.
Don't quote Senny. Absolutely not. That was a poor choice of words. By the way, always feel free to donate to the new microphone foundation, because while my new interface is very good, I am bottlenecked by my very old microphone. Feel free to donate to that. Not you, Yoshido. You're banned. You're banned from donating. You're very banned from donating, Yoshido. But yeah, anyone else, just fucking, you know, sub, help a brother out, you know? Okay. And that seems to be that. It is cool with these side quests. Alright, boys. Ink Dread. You'd, what are you emoting for? Hey, you can't keep giving me money. You've given too much. There's gotta be limits. We gotta get some other whales in the ocean, okay? Alright. So, massage the throat. Because, oh boy, who's ready for an hour of reading? I am. Let's go. What is the stage like? Oh, it's the one we just did. Busy with the end, but remember. Hey, fuck you, Shiro. Let me time you out. Can I time you out? Yeah, you'll live for now. I'm too lazy. The event story is very long. Oh boy, is it. Oh boy, is it. Alright. Who's ready for an hour of story? Let's go. Sora, are you ready yet? Stop rushing me! Ugh, this dress is too tight! I skipped everything, but if you read everything, it's like a book. Hey, I mean, that's why this is the bedtime stories, okay? This is the bedtime story stream. I read it, so you don't have to. I'm basically voice acting the whole story. You haven't been shoving up on pizza behind my back, have you? What are you even talking about? I only had one extra slice last night. Oh, Sora's getting fat. You're getting a fat altar for Sora. Sora, suck it. Sora, suck it in. Alrighty, perfect. You're good. Don, come on out already. Let me see. Coming, coming. She looks so good. I don't think I have Sora, but ooh, she looks so good. You look amazing. You wouldn't say that again? One pretty lady. If only Texas were here to see you too. Yeah. I knew you had it in you though, Sora. You made it on stage here in Siracusa mighty quick. But of course, this time La Morte Texas will be presented in multiple acts. We've already finished rehearsing the first one, and the opening night is the day after tomorrow. If everything goes well, maybe she'll be the one looking for me rather than the other way around. That could happen. Let me think. Yeah, if it comes to that, I definitely gonna buy a pizza and slap her face around a bit. Getting face slapped by pizza? Speaking of Texas, I've been talking up the Balloon family. I hear tell things stay out of there, blah blah blah. I can't. Whoa! What was that? Oh, $13. Wait, well, who donated? Hold up. Oh, I can't see shit. It's tiny. Someone donated. Hey, thank you. Hey, hold on, let me. No, Yoshi, don't. Not Yoshido donated for 37. Can't stop me. I appreciate it, but don't. Seriously, you're giving way too much. Been awful rough for him lately. Hope that I ain't getting in her way. He's gonna be perfectly fine. Most we do right now is keep faith. It's so hard to read her dialogue. To keep faith in her. We gotta rest up before Sora's debut, though. I originally wanted to take a look around the city, but it feels like I've turned into Sora's bodyguard. Bite me. I'm sure there's art of that. But hey, I've eaten my way in free food at the theater. Their pizza's not half bad. Things are probably gonna get busier from here on out, so let's go for a walk. Alright. Hey, did he hear? You're talking Tex, right? Huh? Right, Texas. Sentenced. Huh? What? Nani? Did you just say something about Texas? Oh, fucking hell, the eyes. Or lack of, there is. Yep, sure did. You interested? What happened to Texas? My boyfriend's with Familia Bellona, and I heard it from him. You know how Il Ministerio de Lavoro e Publicity was killed a few days ago? I like how I turn hentai MC eyes. No, like hentai MC is like you have the hair over the eyes, but this has no eyes. I swear, every time I say this line, I turn into like one of those football announcers. It's like, El Ministerio de Lavoro y Publicity, goal! It's like, was killed a few days ago. Apparently they found the culprit. The one who did it was the last of the Texas bloodline. I think her name was Selenia or something. No way! They even decided on the court date. It's the day after tomorrow. Senor Leontuso, we agreed on this meeting, but you've already pushed it back several times. My sincerest apologies, Senor Valach, but I've had too much to deal with lately. I've heard you already withdrawn a lot of your men from several areas previously under contention with other familia. I'm worried about you. I'm glad to see that you're alive and well. It's nothing major, just cutting our losses. I'm quite fond of that prudent side of yours. Don't worry, Familia Rosati has no interest in kicking a man when he's down. But there's one problem that I must reluctantly bring up. It has to do about Texas. Selenia, Texas. Is she back? And even one of your bodyguards? Is it really her? What if I say yes? We never knew she was alive this whole time. Back then it was my father who saved her. I see. It was an old Don's handiwork. The construction of a new city was, from the very beginning, because of the fate Salvador shared with Siracusa. My father only hoped she could return to Siracusa to see the city. Such is Familia Bellone. Despite knowing full well that's the significance of Texas' name to Familia Rosati, you still invited her to come back so graciously. Impressive, truly impressive. Is it Bellone? Okay, hold on. I want to read something, okay? Bellone is a white Italian wine grape variety that wine historians believe was cultivated in Roman times. Yeah, that's what I thought. It sounded Roman. The variety was still being cultivated and eligible to be blended into wine. Several Ladium dimensions according. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought. It did sound Roman. That's why I was like, what's up with it? I, Wallach, can only offer my admiration. I can't pronounce this guy's name properly because I get Middle Eastern with it. Like, I can't, how do you pronounce it? Every time I say Wallach, it turns, like, Middle Eastern for me. Which makes sense. I am Middle Eastern, so it's, like, natural, but still. I can only offer my admiration. Again with your jokes. Jokes? How is any of this a joke? The news that Senor Selenia is still alive means a great deal to us Rosatis. No matter how Bellone sees it, we are in your debt. Our two familia will see this new city built hand in hand. What depth is there to speak of? Very good, I love it. By the looks of things, Fratello, you've been waiting for me all this time. So tell me, what is it you want? Simple. Who's messaging me? For the Rosatis to stay out of this. Oh, you want us to stand aside and watch the last Texas go down? That's not going to fly with the boss. After trial's over, she'll be held in custody and you'll still be able to see her. Just see her? She's our guest, but she could also be yours. Alright, it's a deal. Dimitri. So this is when you decide to reveal Selenia. That's certainly unexpected. Was it Lavinia's idea? No. There is no way for her to know that Selenia wasn't the murderer. Knowing her, this is a decision she'd make. Could Leon have convinced her? Never mind, in any case, I didn't expect this card to be played. Dimitri, what are we doing now? Time to rob out Selenia? Time to rub out Selenia? Holy, what the fuck? Dude, ask her out first, bro. I have any idea how many heavies she put down during the chaos that broke out 7 years ago. But an ambush, explosive, or good old-fashioned poisoning, we might have a way. But don't forget to take into account whoever invite her back. Whoever they might be, it undeniably was a clever move. Now that things have come to this, we're forced to resort to more brutal methods to put this trial on ice. At the end of the day, our goal is to plunge the city into chaos. From the very beginning, we've been here to provoke Signora Cecilia. Now all we're doing is taking another step forward. Gotcha. If you ask me, I think there's another option. Who's there? Oh, okay. Wait, that was Lappland putting on a fake voice, okay? Whatever you're doing sounds like fun. Mind if I join in? Come in. Director, did you hear news about Texas? I did, just now. Do you have any clue what's going on behind the scenes? I got the news from Judge Lavinia on announcement. Lavinia, the judge who helped me? She doesn't seem like the type to lie, but... Are you going to postpone your debut? Could you please help me come up with something? I want to see her first. And regardless of whether or not your debut can be pushed back, I want to know what happens when you do see her. Signorina Sora, I remember you said you came to Siracusa with 2 friends to look for her. You always believed in the woman you knew. That she truly who you thought she was. I heard him a little Russian, but it's fine. But now, you know her hidden past. You've been forced to learn that the woman you've been chasing might be an entirely different person. Say you go see her. What then? What are you going to say to her? And what is she going to say to you? If that's the way things are, then maybe it's all my own fault. Maybe I never knew her well enough. Even if she was clearly keeping something from you, that depends on her reason for doing it. Anyways, Mr. Bernardo, showbiz is a big melting pot, and I've met all kinds. It's way too hard to be the person you claim to be. At least I don't think I can pull it off. I always think to myself, one day I'm going to turn into someone I'm not. So I never expect it from other people. Everybody has their secrets. I do, she does, and I'm sure you do too. If she wants to keep her mask on until the very end and that's the side she wants me to see, isn't that also genuine in its own way? Absolutely. Also, maybe I didn't express myself clearly enough. I'm not looking for Texas I can give her a piece of my mind, not at all. The 4 of us lived together in Lungman for almost 6 years. 6 years, 6 years, precious to me beyond words. And I sincerely believe they're just as precious to her. Still, she still left without saying goodbye. Should I be upset over that? I'm not. I'm worried sick about her. Axie and Croissant would say the same thing. That's why you came to Siracusa. If she's caught up in some trouble, then we're going to bail her out. If the weight of her past is enough to make her crumble, we'll be here to share that burden with her. For many places, the fate of Familia Texas is known far and wide, even if the rumors Selenia's death were exaggerated. Her past is likely much deeper than you can imagine. I know, but we haven't heard it from her directly. She has to tell us what she thinks herself. Only then, if she still decides to part ways with us after everything we've been through, only then can I say goodbye without a weight on my heart. I like how they have this moment, and Texas is like, bro, I just want to get the job done. Like, dude, I just want to get this shit done with and never come back. I fucking hate this place. Only if I try my best can I move on without any regrets. Well, I'd probably still have some regrets, but they wouldn't be that bad. You speak with a great deal of wisdom, Signorina Sora. I'm just trying to come up with excuses for my bravado, that's all. But I do feel much better after having a talk to you about this. You're right though, if we went to see her right now, I don't think there's anything I'd be able to do for her. Actually, I was ready to agree to your request. After the trial, you will see her, I can promise you that. Really? But for the time being, you'll have to keep waiting. Thank you so much. I've got to get ready first. Unfortunately, I won't be there to see your debut in person. Huh? You're not going to watch? That's right. I'm afraid I have something important to do that day. But don't worry, I've already prepared the best possible stage for you. Thank you. I'd better get going then. See you. My throat isn't primed for this kind of reading yet. Bernardo walks over to the shelf and pulls out a book. A legal codex wrapped in thorns. He remains silent for a long... Wrapped in thorns? Isn't that, Isn't that what Penance is holding in her art? Like she has a book wrapped in thorns? He remains silent for a long time until finally he places the call. Did Yes? Hey, what's up, Klotz? Welcome to the stream. Or welcome back. Dimitri, tell her. Just say I agreed. With a boom, thunder surges outside the window. Bernardo starts laughing like a maniacal evil villain. Because that is the appropriate thing to do when a thunder strikes outside your window. It seems to augur the heavy rain about to come. Oh my god, we got into a mission under an hour. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hold up. What happened?
Forward.
What the fuck is stage? Yeah.
Bad luck. You ran into me. Your orders, please. You've never ever noticed the
I can't believe it.
of conspirators.
I am
But we already did it. You know what the fucking thing is? We already did the stage. We already did it on the Penance side quest.
You saw nothing.
Then we're gonna show up in time? Nah.
Need speed to succeed.
Oh yeah, I need to get Calcit's module.
Turning against each
I need to get
and
Calcit's
homeland
module.
fading into nothing but memories.
Let's do one of these. Oh, you're dead. Cool. I hope, you know what, I really hope the EX stages are harder for this game. Since the stages are a bit AFK. Okay, let's put Lappland here also, for fun.
The distance. There. Could you ever imagine friends turning against each other? and
Man,
homeland
these
fading
Italian
into
mobsters
nothing
are not
but
having a good
memories?
day. Like, the guys up here are getting, like, bullied by Penance. These guys are getting shot. They're, like, rounding the corner and you're like... It's not going well for them. Hurry up, boys. Hurry up, or Texas will cut you.
You saw nothing.
Mission accomplished.
Exactly, Texas. Leave no witnesses. Alright, okay. Stage over. Back to story, boys. Okay. As far as she was concerned, she always lived life the exact same way, but to other people, she was just like a Syracusan. Was she just like a Syracusan? She didn't know. All she remembers is what she once said to her grandfather. People who keep going on about how life in Siracusa is nobler, or about life in Colombia is nobler, are full of it. To which he laughed heartily. The high-profile case of Ministro Karachi assassin. Wait, hold on. Actually, I want to try something. I really want to try something. Hold on. Let me open this up. Let me try it. This is gonna work. Hello. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh fuck. That's so sad. I'm gonna have to figure that out at a later date, but I was gonna make my voice sound like a radio person, but sadly my setup is still a little wonky, so I need to figure that out. But oh man, that would have been so cool if I could do that. The high-profile case of Ministro Karachi's assassination is about to be heard in court, but it seems that only a small number of invitees are being allowed inside the courtroom for security reasons. Everyone else is waiting around the Rion del Justicia for the outcome of the trial. The courthouse is encircled by guards, but nevertheless a large crowd has formed. It appears the death of Ministro Karachi has touched the hearts of the citizenry. We will continue to report on the situation as it develops, so stay tuned. Sora, are you ready? Hmm? You two can go if you want while I'm performing. That's alright. Even if we showed up, it's not like we'd be able to get in. Yeah, all we can do is sit tight and wait for the verdict. Hmm? And you break a leg out there. Don't worry about me. I'm already in the right headspace. Sora, are you ready? Almost time for curtain. Be right there. Wolfini Courthouse. Quiet, please. Quiet. Hold on. I don't have anything to bonk. Damn. Anyone got a gavel? Okay, chat. You can bonk. People in chat room, bonk for me. Just bonk your table. Quiet, please. Court is now in session. The outcome of today's trial will be made public to all citizens of Volsini. The case being heard today is the assassination of Ministro de Lavori e Pubblici Carracci. Bring the defendant to the stand. Oh, so that's Texas. Rumble, 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 rumble. Look at the color of her eyes and that hair. There's no mistaking it. She is the Texas. Oh. What the? Who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Stylish Sancta? Stylish? Is this the Sancta style? Oh my god! Wake up, it's a courtroom! It's not that boring! I need this mask for me. My guy's out here fucking falling asleep mid-story. What the fuck? He is sleeping! I was kidding! I was joking! No, he's actually sleeping! Oh god, sir. Oh fuck, sorry, I'm alive. Woo! that's hilarious. Oh, she's still alive. She murdered Karachi? Silence! Salina, Texas, you were present at the murder of Ministro Karachi. I was. I planted a bomb and detonated as Il Ministero dei Lavori Pubblici was walking by. She straight up admitted it? What? This is the last, Texas? How the mighty have fallen. What was your motive? I had none. Who gave you the order? No one. In other words, you acted alone. Yes. Impossible! How did you get your hands on a bomb and when did you have the opportunity to plant it? Doesn't matter. Yes, it does! Actually. Did you come to take revenge for Familia, Texas? No. But, Your Honor, I've confessed to everything. I believe there's no need for these two mafioso in the juror's box to be thorough. So, okay. In media, they like to do this a lot. Also, there is audio, right? Yeah. They'd like to do this a lot in media. Where someone will, like, confess to a crime, and then they will just immediately arrest them. And that's the end of it, right? Okay, done. In real life, that doesn't work. If you confess to a crime, they will double check if you actually did it. Like, they can't just, like, people confess to crimes they haven't done, like, a lot of the time. That happens a lot. So, they do have to actually check if you did it. But, I mean, this is a setup still, so, but it is a fake setup, but still. There's no need for these two mafiosi in the juror's box to be so rowdy. How dare you? Can we just skip all the boring procedures? Huh? Leon, what are you still doing here? I thought you'd be at the courthouse. Is it really so surprising, Dimitri? Would you like a drink? Let's skip the morning booze. I'll prepare some refreshing juice for you. Woo. Get me a whiskey, the strongest we have. And then answer my question. How do you guess? Simple. The attack on me and the assassination of Karachi both prove that someone wants the Dodici Familia at each other's throat. And as Lavinia is a Bologna's spokeswoman on the topic, she can't be allowed to find a murderer, or she would be able to bring the situation under control. Therefore, now that Lavinia has arrested Selenia, the other side can let the trial proceed. So, what has to happen to Lavinia? Fortunately, things didn't work out for you. You might not have realized it yet, but she's already influenced you a great deal. It's making you question your decisions more and more. And through her influence on you, she might come to believe that she's capable of something. I have to nip that flight of fancy in the bud. Funny how you talk all confident like. Actually, Leon, doing this brings me no joy or peace of mind. I didn't want to wait to the very end to tell you the outcome and force you to accept it. So it's just like you said, fortunately, things didn't work out for me. But that didn't stop you. We're gonna take all the time in the world settling this score. Speaking of which, the safest option was to have Selenia die mysteriously on the eve of the trial, but that didn't happen, proving that the other side is afraid of her. After all, even if you set aside her being in the last Texas, she's still a guest of the Dawn. In other words, the only ones willing to let this opportunity slip by are from this familia. Lo and behold, nobody made any attempts to Selenia's life yesterday. What if the other side anticipated your trap and purposefully held off? If you're set on challenging Senora Cecilia's authority, you'd expect there to be a lot of commotion. So I did a bit of research into Familia and have been the most active over the last couple days. And it turns out, you, Dimitri, are behind all of this. Dun dun dun! I can't believe it. I must admit, I did not expect Senora Cecilia to stand trial for someone else's crime. I figured it wouldn't make a difference whether or not she was involved in our plan, but by the looks of things, I really should have thought of that part through. Don't be too hard on yourself. You shouldn't come out and say she was fine bearing the stain of this crime. I wouldn't have thought of it either. So in that case, you should show her gratitude. Of course I will, but before that, I will have to ask you, why, Dimitri? Isn't it obvious? I'm the traitor in the Familia. I'd be more willing to believe that everyone else is a traitor before you. Why? I mean, just look at him. If I can trust you, then if I can't trust you, then who? Leon, what do you think about this new nomadic city? Obviously, we're very quiet. I feel like there should be music playing right now. Obviously, it's a new way of dividing up the spoils. Whoever has the last laugh will be the big winner. Sure, but I see it more as a testing grounds for Senora Cecilia. Let the Dodici Familia fight amongst each other here in the name of building a new city. The new generation of cubs went to repressed violence, while the old wolves turned their eyes to a new prize. Pretty great, huh? With Colombia's return to the fold of stagnant cesspool, and Siracusa gets a new lease on life. Who is this fucking lady, Cecilia? Cause like, I don't know, everyone keeps bringing her, but we haven't seen her in the story yet, and she just seems to be like this fucking force of nature that can just kill you if you just pissed her off the wrong way. Colombia's great return to the fold, the stagnant cesspool that is Siracusa gets a new lease on life. No matter who wins in the end, it all works out for the woman at the top of Grey Hall, Senora Cecilia. Wait, you don't mean... You've done a great job these past few years. You suppressed the other Familia and took control of Il Ministerio Lavori Pubblici. If things keep going that way, the Bolognas will get the last laugh. But what will it accomplish? Our Familia gets absolute control over the new nomadic city, and after that, it's just back to business as usual. And you want more than that? Or rather, he wants more than that? Since Grey Hall was established, since the Dodici Familia were prohibited from warring against one another, who has ever really been content? We used to be hungry, unscrupulous wolves, and the struggle between our Familia were bloody and endless. But now the newest generation of cubs is all nice and comfy in their shackles. They're used to coexisting with the other Familia. They find solutions to conflicts. They argue with each other in Grey Hall, or what you call dividing up the spoils. We never did any of that. No need to. So you just want to fight for shit. is what your stance is. You just wanna... I just wanna fight, bro. Like, I'm a PvPer in World of Warcraft. Bro, I've been Gladiator every fucking season. I don't give a shit if they're nerfing my class. I'm still gonna be at the top, baby, and you're not gonna stop me. We never did any of that. No need. So he wants to overthrow the Grey Hall, but how? One individual has allowed the Familia to act independently, but she will never permit them to violate her ironclad law. There can't be any fighting in broad daylight. We're about to win. Only under these conditions could our sudden fall from power get the attention of the jealous Familia. Wolves fight. That's nature. They don't hold back at the smell of blood, no matter how domesticated they become. They tear into each other, claws, fangs, and all. That's how we get this particular individual to step out of Grey Hall. And we'll all be waiting for... Okay, by any chance, does this individual have a really goofy face mask? By any chance? We'll all be waiting for that one moment. Crack. The crisp sound of glass shattering echoes across the empty room. The pup is unaware of the wounds caused by the splinters. We'll get the last laugh, Leon. And when we do, we'll control more than just the new city. We'll have all of Siracusa. That's what your father, Bernardo Bellone, who single-handedly made the Bellones most powerful of the Dodici Familia, wants for us. You're wrong. Huh? I haven't stopped you, or I guess I should say, you still have a backup plan, right? You knew from the very beginning that you'd be found out, so you waited here for me on purpose. The reason I'm here is because I figured I had to face up to your anger. I owe you an apology, both as your close friend and as your soldier. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I at least want you to know that I didn't sleep well doing what I did. Boo fucking who, man? Stop talking like you're giving a victory speech. I lost, Leon. Really. But maybe. This is just the kind of place Siracusa is. Just maybe the Dawn's ambitions were right. Just as I was about to admit defeat, she appeared. Who? A lunatic. Lappland? Talking about Lapp. Of course. Tell me, Gambino. Can you guess the best way to ruin somebody's day? Huh? Take his head clean off, right? What do you think, Capone? Find his friend and kill friends and family? Kill him one by one? Sit him down? Free him to a slideshow with their pictures? Capone! What the fuck, man? Hell. Christ, man. What the fuck? That is so specific. He's done this. That's so specific. He's either seen this or done this himself. Huh. That's why I always say you two will never amount to anything. Then let's hear your bright idea. His faith, my friends. His faith. You destroy his faith? Destroy? No. How can you destroy a man's faith with your hands? That can't be done. But you give him a gentle push and let him watch his faith fall right out of the sky. And then, whoosh. Crash! It shatters into a million little pieces. Now how do you get a man to shatter his faith so easily? Oh, no, you misunderstand me. Faith is pure and clean, but life is filthy. So easily? A better question is, how could it be hard? So, does this have something to do with us getting you that truck? Getting you that truck? I was joking! The title of the stream is a joke! Wait, she actually did get a truck! Wait, she's gonna drive through my room! Fuck! Lappland's insane, she's crazy, she's gone insane! I get it, you're gonna run over that judge. Shake Texas up, right? Oh no, she did get a truck! Does she come across as the kind of woman who would break down over one dead judge? What are you gonna do then? You're the Lappland who was exiled from Familia Saluzzo? Why are you here in Volsini? Wait, how do you even get back into Siracusa? You know how the Bolognas have a connection with Selenia that nobody knows about? I got me a connection with Salusa, with a Salusa name that make you stretch. So, you're here on their behalf? You could say that. By the way, I think you should probably put the weapons you have under the table. Dying here won't do you or your plans any good. Let's make a deal, Bologna Cub. You want the case dismissed, don't you? I can help with that. Is that what Alberto Salusa wants? I'm his daughter, and I know him better than anyone. Have you been dying to find out exactly what I'm doing back in Siracusa? It's simple. I need her to understand that Siracusa is a swamp. You don't get to just wade your way out. That goes for all of us. Okay. As such, you confess to having committed all of the aforementioned acts. I was. Very well. I hereby proclaim that Selenia, Texas is guilty of murdering Ministro Caracci, Ministro de Lavori Pubblici. I pronounce you husband and wife. Wait, what's going on? What was that sound? Anybody else hear it? It's an engine? But we're in a courthouse. How could that... For the mafioso of yesteryear, the unspoken rule were held above all else. Senor Cecilia placed the shackles of the law around the necks of the familia. Thus, a court of law was erected in every Syracusan city. In Siracusa, the court stand for Greyhall's will, and the judges are executors of Senora Cecilia's will. The judges inevitably find themselves controlled by the familia, sometimes even submitting to them. However, every judge knows there is one line that cannot be crossed. They must prevent fights between the Dodici familia. Just as the Dodici all know, their every move is always under the watchful eye of Senora Cecilia. Thus, a delicate balance of power established through the courts. But now, they drive a truck through the building! Oh my god, my stream title is so perfect. I saw the future, man. I fucking saw the future. Dude, I'm so smart. A declaration of contempt for Senora Cecilia. A mockery of the very laws of Siracusa, with an engine's roar squeezed between bouts of high-pitched laughter. A truck rips through the wall. After crashing its way inside, the engine does not stop, as it proclaimed to others, this is no mere accident, but rather by design. But what's going on? What's the truck doing here? Who's the driver? Get out here in this instance. Oh, hey, Lappland. Not bad. Now that's the face I wanted to see. Who the hell are you? Ah, yes. Buongiorno, signori. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lappland Saluso. Saluso? I am also Caracci's true assassin. Wait, really? Whoa! Breaking news! Just now, someone drove a truck into the courtroom. The woman who carried out the jaw-dropping deed is just identified herself as Lappland Saluso, and she claims to be one who really assassinated Caracci. At present, Judge Lavinia has suspended the trial and detained this individual. We'll continue to track the latest developments, so don't go anywhere. That's fucking hilarious. When people no longer recognize the stench of blood as blood, it becomes a natural part of society. Let this be a pungent wake-up call. In a city where even the sewers are choked with conspiracy and filth and spilled blood, such fascinating developments can still take place. Zero wolf within a yearning for the wilderness, you never fail to surprise. You will break free of your shackles? That I do wish to see. Oh my god, Lappland actually fucking just fucking drove straight over that truck. Oh, I love her so much. Over a dozen mobsters lie on the ground howling. The only one still standing is a girl holding a longbow. I never knew city wolves were this weak. Agnes was right. He pauses briefly, then suddenly turns to sniff the air. It's coming from the direction of the warehouse. Are there other wolves from the wilds in the city? No, this is not the scent of the wilderness. But it's very close to it. Hey, we did it! One mission! We did it! We completed one mission, boys! Technically two. Dude, Lappland is such a fucking dipshit in this story. It's so good. Okay. Actually, let's draw a truck through the fucking place. Okay. So let's do... Looks like my mission from Familius to get the government. Okay. So let's see. What is your... The conflicted young master of the wolf pack, emblematic of an era in flux. By all logic, the heir served at the bidding of the Familia, yet he has never given up on questioning whether the path set by his father was the correct one, or contemplating the choice he should make. Alright. A banquet not particularly grandiose. Senor Ministro, we could take care of this easy, and it'd be awful nice if I didn't lean on the old ways of getting you to pay me back. We'll cover some of the expenses of user connection. How am I supposed to government always someday? How am I supposed to read this? Okay, let it be done. Let it finish. And then we'll read it. Okay. To handle this for you, return someday, and that day may never come. We'll call upon you to do a service for us. The man sitting across the table to not hurry to speak, swirling the wine around his glass. If I make this deal with you, the public servants who currently show me great respect might change their minds about me. Their respect hinges on me acting without self-interest. My reputation is very important to me. That's unfortunate, Senor Ministro. Okay. Explore. Quarter Belon. Tuzo pushed open the door, studied our already mafioso inside, waiting for his response. The job didn't go well. That tells us he's not about to get won over by the other familia either. Senor Leon Tuzo, we're not in such bad shape. Call Dimitri over. Okay, more free shit. Want an apple? He's a stubborn paper pusher. He's not ready to get with the times. We'll just have to go with the tried and true methods. Want me to come along? I guess. It's like you want an excuse to get a little workout, huh? Dimitri's standing next to him, raises his eyebrow. No, I was almost expecting you to say something about principles. I've had some things on my mind, that's all. Like what? He felt like he deserved more from us. Still, I want to find a path of least resistance. Let's go. Did he clear it with Rosmontes? No. Wait, I did not. And you know what? We'll never clear with Rosmontes, because I don't have her. We're here. Alright, let me handle this. Okay, he's on board. He'll see you tomorrow. Let's pull until 300? Yeah, well, who's gonna fund that prospect, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a lot of text. You didn't have to do anything? The guy was sobbing and cradling his little pet. Besides, would have felt bad taking a shower in somebody else's house. You are rich? No, I'm not. Who told you I'm rich? The guy was sobbing and cradling his little pet. Besides, must have been a real shock for him to find out halfway through his meal that all his guards had been replaced top to bottom. I doubt anyone would care if the guy sitting across the table had blood on him at that point. What a damn shame though. He took pretty good care of that pet. Since he's working with us now, we'll have to find him another one. He's gonna love it. You told me? What have I told you that I'm rich? Bro, dude, how long is this side story? Oh. And now we have Dimitri? Okay, I think let's do the side stories at some other point since they seem a little unrelated. And besides, Oh, maybe we can't, actually. Maybe we have to do. Never mind, I think we actually have to do. Leon tells the truth, he needs to talk things through with the boss. Bellone Estate. They meet to close the door. The thick wooden boundary separates him and the conversation between father and son. Leon the Don told me his plans. I'm sure he'll lay his ideals into you again. The way you'll get what it is we're doing here, how are we gonna do stupid? I can't read fast enough. What are you doing is when he told me everything, he really was the spitting image of what a Don should be. He was sitting on his couch with a glass of wine on a table in front of him, but it felt like he was seated on a throne. That was the day I realized Siracusa has become too tame. We never should have gotten comfortable under her rule, divvying up the spoils. She let us take under the rules she made. Familia ought to bite, tear, fight, and steal for the largest slab of meat and carve it up as they see fit. That's what the Don taught me. You're a fucking weirdo. Dude, you get so much free shit. Explore the area first. Okay. Whew, okay. Who's ready for another hour of reading? Alright, boys, you ready? You ready for an hour of reading straight? Lappland goes to jail in Texas place. Leon Tuzo sees the Señor de Lupe sort of realizes, no, this is a synopsis, I just can't read it. No one told me about this. Me neither. Did she act on her own? Don't worry about it. I choose to let her do it. Don Alberto, but why? A gold coin can mean very different things in different circumstances. The Bellones will not have their way. What's a little smirch in our reputation if it means we can cut another piece of flesh off Bernardo? Understood? What should we do now? Prepare my car. I'm going to see my daughter. Yes, Don Alberto. By the way, where is Don Brown? Now, Don Brown, I think, is working at the car wash. Give me the address. Are you calling him back? I never permitted him to leave the Familia. Understood? And prepare a banquet for a feast for the heir of Familia Bellone. Mamma mia. Let me go. We caught the assassins thanks to Lappland's tip-off. They've been identified as having taken part in Leon Tuzo's assassination. Did you two know her? Hey! Nothing good ever comes from dealing with you, Lappland. Look on the bright side. It's not every day that you get to sit in a Siracusan cell. Lock them up. Yes, Your Honor. You were the one who waylaid Selenia and ordered the bombing of Karachi. Is that still your story? You sure are persistent, aren't you? Don't you and Bellone want to get this case closed as quickly as you can? Doesn't matter if it was me or Texas who did it. You really should hang me, Your Honor. I'm just a pawn in my Familia. Cast aside, surely you can do it. Imagine the positive impact that my death will have on justice in Siracusa. Isn't it worth a try? I don't know what you're planning, but I'll do exactly that if you really are the culprit, Lappland Saluzzo. First, there's someone I have to see. Welcome back, Don Bernardo. Take a break. You've been working hard. Don Bernardo. Not happy? How could I be? Come with me. Hello, Yoshiro and the others. That seems like that's a little rude. You say the others. There are some things that you have to know. That's an ominous little hall. Why did you bring me here, my lord? Oh, it's the wolf that got talked down to by a penguin. Bernardo, are you asking me to tame your unruly cub now? You just need to understand something. What are you? I am Il Signor de Lupi cub. The Intuzo feels a daze at the word Signore de Lupi. Fragments of knowledge and memory rush into his mind and take shape. The Signore de Lupi of beasts. Beings that were never born, but they have existed since time immemorial. Zaro is a sovereign of beasts. He and his kind have borne witness to the path that the wolf pack tread on the wilderness. They are engaged in a killing game, guided by their own nature. The Signore de Lupi are immortal. They gain no satisfaction from fighting amongst themselves, so they have set rules for their game. Each Signore de Lupi grooms a human to hunt the others. These are the fangs of the Signore de Lupi. The one with the last fang standing becomes the Alpha and the Omega, and becomes the top legend. Signore de Lupi, the hunt fangs. Could it be? Your father has been excellent, Fang. Been an excellent Fang. Oh, you just got from that? Okay. Rubio, Don Alberto is holding a banquet for Familia Bellone. We need the best food. Could it really be Saluso? Rubio. Oh, it's nothing. Let me think. Ordinary hospitality won't do when the Bellones are involved. Please inform Don Alberto that it would be my honor to prepare the banquet personally. I eagerly await his response. In Colombia, a show of kindness by mafioso often results in the subject becoming a chip in a bargain. The more one cares, the higher the cost. In Siracusa, the subject may take their last breath on a dark, rainy street. The more one cares, the greater the pain. One must become cold and heartless. Texas knows that well, and detests it. I'm sorry. No need to apologize to me. You can leave after some paperwork if you want. Procedurally, you're no longer a suspect. I'm not worried. It's quieter here in jail. Haven't you given up yet? You really think your old friend did it? It's her style, but I don't see the motive. Then it's not time to give up. Signora Lavinia, Familia Rosati sends a word that Signor Valak would like to speak with Signora Celinia. Well, no rest for wicked then. Lavinia realizes that Texas put something in her pocket as she passed by. She reaches into it and finds a note. There's a phone number and a short message scribbled in a corner. Penguin Logistics delivers. Logistics delivers rain or China. It's like... Hey, I do that sometimes too. Hey guys, don't forget to follow the channel and, subscribe. And, here's a small note, that I put in your pocket. Don't worry about it. But, don't forget, subscribe, follow, all that. Okay, cool, awesome. Anyways. Senor, if you have to sleep, can you at least put your legs down? Are you talking to me? Who else? How could you sleep in the theater? And to put your feet up like that, how rude, I'm not blocking you, am I? No, but it's really off-putting to have someone rude beside me. Alright, I'll put my legs down. Hey, why do you have food with you? We don't sell food here. Food? That's poor people stuff. Yeah, I bought it at the corner store since you don't sell popcorn here. Is your first time here? A friend suggested I come here to relax. What do you think of the performance? I don't really understand what's going on. Why are you doing that? Escort this gentleman out. He's not welcome here. Hey, I bought a ticket. Give him a refund. Right away. Come with us, senor. Damn, they got kind of rude. And get the hell out. Say, I saw him when the show started. I thought he was some rich boy out to experience society. Turns out it was a poor castle who knows nothing about opera. Do you like what they were doing on stage? Of course, the actors looked nice. And the songs were beautiful. Is that what they call art? Stick to the bars, pleb. They call him a pleb? Oh yeah, here's your ticket money. Don't you dare say we took it. What's that? You wanna do this the hard way? Yeah, this guy's strong. I need some help here. Something's not right with his eyes. Ah, my arm is gonna break! Holy shit, he white script him. Like Hanayama. Oh, hold it right there. Just let it go. Don't waste your time with a Kazo like that. Come on, let get you bandaged up. It's hard to maintain an accent. Sorry, Signorina Lavinia. That looks like this is something for me. Guess I should find a bar to get myself drunk and spend the night at the promo theater. Want a drink? Dan Brown looks in the direction the voice came from. He sees a man leaning by the side of the alley, shaking a bottle in his hand. I want an explanation, Lappland. Isn't this what you wanted? Help the Ballones when they're at their weakest, control them and dominate them rather than destroy them? I like going to clubs because at least the doorman chats with me when I come in. That's nice, Senny. That's nice. I thought I taught you. I taught you what to do in times like this. Oh, I forgot. It's been years since I left, you know? I can have you ignoring the business I can have you ignoring the business I give you, or going against me. You're my daughter after all. I am a forgiving man, but I can't let you go over my head to make decisions for the familia. Even if you did actually guess what I wanted. I am Don of your familia. 7 years ago I kicked you out for this. 7 years later you come back and did it again. You knew it. You knew it would infuriate me. You knew it was the only thing that could infuriate me. Why did you do it? Figlia mia. Because nothing else brings me joy, Padre mio. I want to know if it's really our position that matters the most. I've always wanted to know. Oh shit! Fuck! Dexter! Jesus! Jesus! That was a supersonic punch! Where's that guy becoming an operator? He can beat out Mountain! Lappland raised herself from the ground with great effort. Her face is full of joy, as though this was what she came back to Siracusa for. Time's up, boss. That'll be all for today. That's all. You defied me, but you're still my daughter. You know what I want better than anyone. All you're missing is discipline. It's my fault for not educating you properly. But there's still time. The fucking guy just decked her! Holy shit! Don't touch Lappland, you little shithead. I don't care if she drove a truck through the fucking... through the courtroom. You can't hit her. Not with that precious smile. Saw the Senor de Lupe live amongst us. No, he's the only one who involves himself in human society. The rest of them stay out in the wilderness. Why? He believed that the authority over man is a form of power, and he wanted to use it to triumph over the Signori dei Lupi. So he wants you to overthrow Signor of Sicilia, become the de facto ruler of Siracusa, and help him win his fights with his kind? You, me, and the entire familia were all tools to him? Do you think I was going to accept that? How could you accept being a puppet for your entire life? Figlio mio, there's one thing you've misunderstood. He taught me how to win power, just as I taught you. Using it to defeat the other fangs is just a part. Every decision that I made, including what I'm doing now, is my own. How can you be so sure? No, he's serious? Look at him. The strength of his character. He's no puppet. We're each other's tools. Instruments for our mutual victory. That's all. Boss de Saluzzo have sent her invitation. Don Alberto would like Senor Leon to attend his banquet. Huh. I lost count of how many times you sighed today, Sora. Can't be helped considering what happened at the trial. How about we raid the prison? You lost your damn mind? As soon as we get to see her. I wouldn't recommend it. What are you doing here, Miss Katerina? That's my line, Sora. Why are you out here? It's dangerous. I live nearby. You do? Did you get scammed? It's fine. She's got me and Exia. Who's this, Sora? Oh, I met Katerina a few days ago over at the theater. Well, I guess it's fine if you have friends you can count on. What about you? Oh, don't worry about me. A noisy place like this is conductive to my creative work. Creative work? Say, the playwright behind La Morte de Texas is named Katerina too. Could you be? Oh man, I wonder. Uh-huh. Wow, no wonder you knew so much about Texas Family. Read that one. Even I could tell this one's a humdinger of a script. Can I get your autograph? Sure. Not that it's worth anything right now. La Morte de Texas is gonna be a blockbuster. You bet on that. Thanks. Back to what you just said. You look like you can take care of yourselves, and I wouldn't put it past you to actually get it done if it was any other Syracusan prison. But things aren't so easy here in Volsini with Lavinia around. The eyes of all the familiar are on that place. You don't know what trouble you might stir up if you act rashly. We're just kidding around. You didn't look like you were. May I ask a question? Okay. Do you know Selenia well? Yeah, you know, we have like this penguin boss. He likes to rap. And we do like the deliveries. Yeah, it's, you know, go way back. Sit. There's an unwritten rule in art and writing. You can base your work on the familia, but you can't mention a real familia by name. I've heard that. But somebody put La Morte Texas out there. The first work to use the name of a real familia. And that means the familia are trying to stay in the shadows anymore. They're out to take center stage. All thanks to the Colombians. A lot changed since Colombians got mixed up in the Syracusan art scene. Unscrupulous artists who rather craftsmen pumped out work that's starting to stink. They're not making observations about life, they're making pale imitations of it. As long as audiences are willing to shell out money for it. It's just a mosaic of pop culture. What was popular yesterday shows up in theaters tomorrow. Yeah, dude, I also hate Marvel movies. So true. Real quality is buried under garbage, which becomes all you find when you look for art. Isn't that terrible? It's what everybody likes, and what you call art sounds like garbage. Something like that, but not everyone. There are those who would like to keep good art from being buried, but they don't know how to fight the tide. That old-timey opera didn't appeal to me. But you never escaped the past, did you? Who are you? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Ben Fonexios. Dios. Ben. He's Ben. Fuck it. Ben. You'll find my name in the review section of Volsini Arts Weekly. Ben. Just call me Ben. been. I got my thoughts about that Siracusa's become. People up high said we ought to solve our problems in more civilized ways. But when I try to do something all civilized, things turn out the same as always. As they always did. Why do we fool ourselves like that when we don't actually have to? If I really know how things are trending, but no one wants to give that what they already had. Want a drink? That wine's not cheap. It's not. And this is a cheap pizzeria. It is. Why pair a wine like that with a pizza like that? Because the wine is worth the same as the pizza to me. The wine is certainly finely made, but just as much care was put into growing the wheat and that ended up in this pizza. Dude, you're sweating. I don't think you actually like the pizza. There's really that much of a difference in value between them. If you take away the trappings of civilization, do you believe in these things? Well, you know, there's a supply and demand thing happening, and like, you know, like this is not Full Metal Alchemist, we're doing equivalent exchange, brother. This is like commerce, okay? The trappings of civilization, like the labels on this wine. Slap it on something and you're free to feed on the people whom you fooled. Wine does taste like shit though, that's true. I don't even use it for cooking. I don't even like it for that. So Selenia fled to Lungmen, and you are her friends. Hard to believe, isn't it? No, I believe it. Really? First, there's no need for you to lie. Second, I always thought there was a chance she was still alive. Now I understand why she suddenly showed up. I guess you made a deal with the Ballones, and now she's here to pay her debt. Definitely sounds like her. But what coincidence it is that you found the Compagnia de Alba. Or perhaps it's no coincidence. What's special about the company? Nothing, it's nothing. The Compagnia de Alba is a good place to start if you want to get close to Familia Bellona. But, well, come with me. I hope they get involved in this story soon. They haven't really done anything. What's this place? It's my home. Wow, books and papers everywhere. Sorry about that, I didn't have time to clean up. Take this, Dora. A key? Yes, it can be dangerous outside. Take this. Come here if you want to practice. It's quieter and I have plenty of scripts you can look at. But just think of it as making a new friend. Alright. That's very nice of her. Oh my god, it took less than an hour. It took less than an hour, boys. We did it. The banished lone wolf returned to the rainy city in her eyes. Siracusa is a swamp, and she observes the fates of those who wish to escape it with bated breath. Alright. Let's look at what Lappland does. The moment I get back home, I'm already being given work. Go, don't disappoint me. Arrivederci, padre mio. And buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, and buonanotte. How's my Italian? It's pretty good, isn't it? With that, Lappland takes a step back, salutes around. Let me read. Let me read. Bro, it's still going. Still going. Chill. I wish I could. Does clicking skip like remove, like maybe go to the end, or does it just skip the whole thing? Oh my god, this is so long. Why is this so long? I don't dare clicking skip. Alright, okay, now we got to read the whole thing. Alright, cool. With that, Lappland takes a step back, salutes her seated father overly respectfully, turns around and walks out of the room. Several of the mafiosi and all the In the hall, breathe a sigh of relief. One man steps forward and stands behind Alberto. Capiche? Capisco. Then go then. The figure follows Lappland, also disappearing down the hall. Let me tell you again why I'm here. I've got a debt to collect for a certain someone. You paid off the principal. Now comes the interest. A dull thud of bodies falling to the ground echoes through the room. He'll not contact. He's in no hurry to head back to report his mistake. Caution told him to stay in position and continue observing, and he dared not approach to inspect the body until long after Lappland left. But he quickly realized another problem. The body is still alive, and opens his eyes. You really took the bait after all. Alberto sent someone to keep tabs on me, huh? Lappland picks up the weapon at her feet and squints at the man in front of her. Say, what's your favorite dessert? Who's that? Signorina Lappland? That's right, there's no mistaking it. The car wash worker puts down the bottle of wine in his hand and looks at the shadow of his knife beneath the moonlight. Fun, fun. He passes out between the bottles. Okay. Let's check on Dan Brown. Done washing the car, now tell the client. Let's go to the car wash. Already done washing my car, you work pretty quick. It's how I put the food on the table. Not because I'm your last customer of the day and you want me to go home soon. Want to see for yourself? Unsociable fellows, aren't you? Have a nice day. He walks to the back of the car wash, lies down on the bed, a dream. A car wash worker dreams of a job he did. Blood and water mixed into one overflowing the sewer, that the plastic that feeds jealously on top of belly to die in a ditch. He holds a knife in his hand, warm blood coating it. How many did slash before temperature? Ah, fuck! That's because fuck. Question: does it trouble him too much? He only wants to hold it aloft again, using it the most straightforward manner, using it with the most gratuitous violence. Now this is siracusa. That is what siracusa. So, my guess is that there is the wolf guy. The wolf guy is doing some fucking blood moon werewolf fucking magic, because that's the mechanic of the stages, right? That is driving everyone mad, and that they just want to fucking kill each other. That's my guess. Now that is siracusa. That is siracusa. He lifts his knife, his next target. He suddenly sits up straight. There's nothing in his hand, only the light from the half moon leaking from the gap between the house outside his window, shining into his eyes. He reminisces about what he saw in the dream. Is this still a point of interest? Oh! It's an operation. Okay. Let's go. Battle it in the car wash.
It's my duty to stand here. If battle is unavoidable, I will not allow my weaknesses to get in my way. Your orders. Can't you hear the children's cries?
It's fucking Texas time. Put penance down here.
This gavel of justice is waiting. Spero che siate pronti.
Oh yes, baby! Woo! Blow him up!
But memories.
I've already done this mission though, but let's play Lappland.
Solid positioning.
Okay. Pretty dull these missions so far.
Turning against each other, and homeland fading into nothing but memories. Can you do it?
Come on! Move! Walk! do it, you bitches! Come on. It's Texas time. Come on, do it. Oh, it's over. Oh! Yeah, now
Moving
you're
to designated
fucking
location.
AFK until the guys go at the thing.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, I love Texas.
I managed to help a little, didn't I?
Good job, Golden Glow. Your mother would be proud. Operation complete. Tap the objective to continue. Wait, what? Recompense. Alright. Interesting. Alright. We're actually on our second mission of the day. And we haven't reached the 2-hour mark yet, boys. It's an all-time record. Woo! Let's go. This is, what's the stage like? It's easy, it's what's it like. Though I consider the possibility that Leon Tuza was trying to pull a fast one on me behind my back, and my suspicions were confirmed the moment I saw you. You're the real deal, a flesh and blood Texas. Let me just check on some things real quick. Sorry. I want to check on some things. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Yeah, let me do stuff. Damn it. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Cool. You're the real deal, flesh and blood Texas. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Balak of Familia Rosati. You're Colombian. Of course, most associates of Familia Rosati are. So how did you enjoy prison life here? There was nothing special about it. Strange. Logically, never should have spent so long in jail in the first place. Just what was Bellone thinking? Is there something unusual about obeying the law? The law? What do the courts of Siracusa have to do with the so-called law? Look at it this way. In most Siracusan cities, a standing trial and going to jail is a common coming-of-age ritual for a young mafioso. After that, his familia associates go pick him up, like a warrior returning home triumphant. Everything on the surface here is meaningless to those who live by the underworld's ways. What's your plan? You grew up in Colombia, do I need to spill it out for you? A complete joke, there's no other way to say it. That's why we were able to establish ourselves here so easily. Do you enjoy talking politics? You obviously don't. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan either. I'll get to the point then. Why aren't you dead? None of your business. Fine, let me ask you a different question then. Why did you come back? Didn't Leon Tuza tell you already? I owe Bellones a favor. So let me get this straight. You knew that Bellones wanted to bring you back to deal with the Rosatis, but you still went along with it. I didn't know that until I got here, but you could say that. Your bluntness makes me wonder if there's something wrong with me. Last of the Texases. Are you going to tell me you forgot Texas' name is to rule all of Colombia's familia, large and small? That your grandfather, Salvador, was the lodestar for every associate of every familia in Colombia? What Texas has left behind has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with you? Black smashes his fist in the coffee table next to him and fresh blood begins to seep from his fingers. He does not seem to realize it. You are Selenia, Texas, granddaughter of Salvador. As long as you live, those things have everything to do with you. The mere mention of your name at the Rosati table forces us to change the way we do things. Texas was our pride. Do you know how much effort Giovanni put into reunite the remaining Colombian familia so that Salvador's blood and sweat would not go to waste? you have any idea what it is to, like, finally give in to Senora Cecilia, traveling thousands of miles to go from Colombia to Siracusa? In order to survive, we even give up the technology to build a nomadic city, basically letting Siracusa construct a new one for free. It was all because of the fall of Texas. It left us no choice but to accept this reality. And now you, the last Texas, deign to set foot here like you own the damn place? Claiming that you have nothing to do with all this, that you're just here to pay off a debt. You even go so far to stand against us? You owe the Bolones? That you're even alive means that you owe us a much bigger debt to the Colombian familia. I might owe Giovanni an explanation, but I don't owe a thing to the Colombians. After I settle my accounts with the Bolones, I'm leaving Siracusa. You think we'll take your words for it? Your very existence shakes the foundation of Familia Rosati. Where's Giovanna? What? I'm asking, why are you here instead of Giovanna? I speak for her. She wouldn't, for example, grovel at Senor Cecilia's feet, same as she wouldn't send a representative to meet me. You think you know her so well. Judging from your expression, looks like I'm right. Isn't that unlucky? Turns out I'm the one who doesn't know enough about the legendary Texas. I always thought I was pretty good. I was a pretty good actor. You're not bad, but you speak eloquently at great lengths about Siracusa as if you've seen through the country for what it is. Feels very familiar to me. I don't keep doing that if I were you. Why not? Because it proves you don't understand this place well enough. But you are right about one thing. Now that I'm back, I should have a chat with Giovanna. You won't be seeing her. Sure about this, last of the Texas, but you're too much like a Syracusan. No, you are a Syracusan, through and through. So I cannot let you see the Donna. You'll shake her, and you'll shake others too. You'll bring ruin to a great many things. So please turn back. Go close to the deal you have with the Bolones, and then crawl back wherever you came from. You're free to do what you want from here. But I'll ask you to bear one thing in mind. Familia Rosati does not welcome you. Texas stands up and walks to the door. Unconsciously, the would-be assassins part and make way for her. She looks around, reading anger, bewilderment, disgust, confusion, and the other emotions in the eyes of the Colombians. This is what her surname brings to the table. Texas. She lets out a sigh and exits the room. What an unexpected guest. I want to see Bernardo. I've already warned you several times before not to call the Don by his first name, Senora Lavinia. Know where he is, don't you? Give me one reason why I should tell you. If standing here listening to you mock me from from your position as the big winner is enough to get you to tell me, I'll gladly play along. The big winner, huh? Whatever. It's not like you no one will do any harm. The Don already left for the Saluzzo mansion. You won't be able to see him. You want to stir up trouble in his household? That's on you. But if the Don has decided to open a discussion with the Saluzzos, I suggest you don't stick your head where it doesn't belong. Don't need to tell me twice. One more thing, Senora Lavinia. I don't care what you think about me, but I hope you do remember this. Leon is a made man in this familia, and he was the first to deviate from our path. We're all one familia, and a familia ought to stick together. Your path? That's a nice euphemism for craven ambition. A droplet of rain strikes the ridge of her eye socket and rolls down like a teardrop. Never in her life has Lavinia experienced rain so frigid and biting in Siracusa, but she promptly wipes away the streaks. It's too soon for that. Who is it? I'm looking for Penguin Logistics. That's me. Do you have time right now? I have a moment. What services does your business offer? We deliver letters, messages, goods, and people. Rain or sun, rain or shine. Perfect. I have a job for you. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Sora, you went to Katarina's place after all. There are tons of resources here, and Miss Katarina even left her notes in a lot of the scripts. She's really passionate about her job, huh? Stop sighing, won't you? Everybody knows her acting thingy ain't just another way of chasing Tessa's. Leastwise, you don't want it to be it. I want it to be right, but finding her is still our top priority. After all, Lappland is back in siracusa, and she's been doing some pretty crazy stuff. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. It always feels like she's there wherever Texas shows up. Do you think she's doing it to help Texas? Looking at the scoreboard, Texas sure as sunshine got her name cleared, but ain't that kind of strange, whichever way you look at it? Yes, I'm sure she has her own goals. I don't want to take I don't know what it takes to deal with that woman. Anyways, she ain't no friend of Texas. Don't take a genius to know that much, but her attitude ain't much like an enemy neither. End of the day, I just can't figure out for the life of me what it is she wants out of Texas. But the meal filet she gave me earlier was really good. I don't want to hear nothing about that hungry mouth of yours. It's kind of like how I used to look at Mostima. I couldn't figure her out, but after I gradually stopped thinking about her, she actually started to make sense to me. I feel like it's the same with Lappland. For people like her, there's no point in trying to guess at what they're thinking. It's better to just accept what they say at face value. Only if every word they say is true can you start to figure out if they're ultimately trying to weave truths into a lie. Time for me to get some... Exia, you watch over things, okay? You got it. I think Lappland just wants chaos. You know, like the image of Elmo, like, burning in hell? That's Lappland. That's just Lappland, just in hell, burning. Bringing chaos. So, are you practicing your lines again? Oh, hi there, Miss Katarina. We're about to start a performance of Act 2 of La Muerte Texas, so I have to step it up. Well, I completely forgot. Time sure has a way of sneaking up on you. Exia, would you like some pizza? Oh boy, would I? By the way, Miss Katarina, since you're the playwright, you'll be coming to watch a show, right? I actually want to tell you that I'm going away for a while. Bro, no one wants to watch the show. Bernardo doesn't want to watch this show. Katarina doesn't want to watch this show. Who want to watch this show? I actually want to tell you that I'm going away for a while. Huh? For how long? Well, it shouldn't be too long if everything goes as planned. Don't worry, it's nothing major. Something happened back at home, and as the eldest daughter, I have to go back and get everything under control. Being as big sister is hard work, isn't it? It's not so bad. Unfortunately, I'm still not sure what to do for the climax of Act 3. Maybe I can find some inspiration back home this time. Alright? Come on, don't look at me like that. We just won't be seeing each other for a bit. I should still be able to find time to come and watch Act 2. Who knows, maybe I'll surprise you backstage and invite you out. Really? After all, I rarely get to make new friends, and I wouldn't want to miss the performance of a script I wrote myself. Right, that settles it then. If you're coming by, you have to let me know. Of course. I'm off then. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you later. Wave goodbye, chat room. Donna, you didn't bring any luggage? We're here. Dude, she goes by like 3 names. It's like Donna, Katarina, Giovanna. Fucking pick one. After we're done, I have to head back to finish my script. What's there for me to bring? Alright. How have the Saluzas and Bellonas been reacting? The Saluzas invited the Leontuzas to a banquet, and the old wolf, Bernardo, agreed to it. The banquet may end up very interesting, and everyone has eyes on it. Should we respond in any way? Well, like, help me make some travel plans. I'm going to go watch the opening performance of La Muerte Texas Act 2. Is the script you wrote that important to you? Of course, it is the product of my painstaking labor. Also, didn't you just ask how we're going to respond? That is my response, seeing how Bernardo Bellone is about to step away from his own theater. Naturally, I, Giovanna Rosati, ought to return. Oh, mission? Oh, sick! Let's beat up some fools. Oh, come here, you mafioso scum! Oh, look, we got boys here that need to be protected.
There's enemies? Victoria no bagpipe. Hajobo to tomoni. Did you
Put you
ever
there.
imagine friends turning against each other and homeland fading into nothing but memories?
Dude, he talks mad shit when you generate DP with her.
I am
Put
fighting
penance
for
here.
more than just the law.
思考を明晰にするは戦術。
This will keep you quiet. Need speed to succeed.
Yeah, let's put Lappland here also.
Solid positioning.
Oh, Penance's passive is so good too because she draws the shit in. Okay, yeah, that's so
Can't you
good.
hear the children's cries?
Let's do this. We can put you here,
私に続け。
you here,
Now's the time to help everyone out.
and then when Force activates the skill, it's gonna kill the guy down there. Let's place Glamour Shine down so that Penance can recharge her stuff. And you guys should take your time, don't you? Activate this. Oh, he's charging up something fierce. Yeah, so far these missions are like pretty easy. But they're normal missions, so I don't expect anything crazy from them. But also, I am using every busted unit in the game, so, you know. I love her voice! I love her voice so much! We're just AFK now, right? Because these guys just need to go. Hello, sir?
You saw nothing. Moving to designated location.
Sir? Oh! Yeah, when I place W down, you run away. I see how it is. Yeah, you better get away from my wife.
Accomplished.
Little bitches. Get out of here. Cortez Aluso. Leon, hmm? I've never been one to tell you what to do. I always thought you'd come to your own decisions about everything. You've done well all these years. You really think that? Then why? Why did you suddenly decide to act now? Why are you telling me this? Why did you betray Lavinia? Countless questions swirl around Leon Tuzo's mind, but none of them leave his lips. What he just saw and heard seems to contradict his cognition. He suddenly feels as if the man before him is not his father. He's like a stranger. Because this is the best and only chance. What did he mean by that? You'll find out soon enough. Senor Bernardo, Senor Leon Tuzo, it's a pleasure to see you. You're not one of Saludo's associates. Secretario de Sicurezza Alimentare, Rubio, why are you here? My Italian. My departamento is catering tonight's banquet. I'll be cooking personally. Oh? I heard that Monsignor, no event worth his salt can be held without the endorsement of Il Departamento de Sicurezza Alimentare. You speak too highly of me. I'm just hoping to make food that satisfies the fine men and women of every familia. There's another reason to look forward to tonight's banquet. I'm only giving the men fucking Italian accents because I can't do it for women. I can't do female voice acting. He came. Where is he right now? He went to the Saluzzo mansion. Okay. Now going to ask why? I can tell that Bernardo is very important to you. When I became a judge, he didn't ask me to abuse my position to protect the familia backing me, like all the other judges. He let me do what I wanted to do. Leon too. As the Bellone boss in the city, he respects my work and the brand of justice I seek to uphold. Even if I rule against the Bellones, he sees it as strictly business. His words, my justice is more effective than blind violence. I don't object to his understanding of justice. He even spent some of his spare time reading law literature. Even so, as a judge, I'll still have to come face to face with the injustices that constantly plague the city. The power struggles between Familia, their opposition of the common folk, and the silent rage of the masses. The more I tried to uphold justice, the more difficult I realized my path was. I used to comfort myself that at least I'm not the tool of some Familia. But how could that be true? My hands are already dirty. I just didn't want to admit it. It's impossible to not get your hands dirty, even if this seems silly to you. The promise Bernardo made to me was the only reason I was able to remain a judge in Siracusa. Promise? He once told me that the father of Familia Bellone emerged victorious. He would carve out a piece of land in Siracusa. The law I placed my faith in would no longer rely on pure power, where the justice I sought could truly be realized. He's hoped I could be patient until that day comes. Every time I start to think I can't bear it anymore, I think of his promise. Tell me, if all of this was a lie, then what purpose has my life had for the past 10 years? I think, given his power and status, he wouldn't need to lie to you like that. Right, that's why... Who is it? You're... I'm Judge Lavinia. Would you like to speak with Don Alberto regarding the murder of Karachi? Your Honor, the Don is entering an honored guest right now that doesn't have time to... By honored guest, do you mean Bernardo Bellone? Please inform the two Dons that this matter is of great importance. I will not leave until I see them. Please try this one. I learned it from Lepanian chef. Not bad, not bad. Times have really changed, Bernardo. In the old days, whenever we wanted something, it was all, I must have it, and I'll kill anyone who gets in my way. But now, I need to find official or business who are on good terms with me, and I ask them to get it for me. Be discreet about it too. Wouldn't want news to get out. Ridiculous. Isn't that right, Rubio? Anything you desire can be yours, Don Alberto. For one to be called upon to get what you want is his honor. Huh. Sagratio Rubio. You must have had plenty luck to fill your... you were plenty lucky yourself to fill that position. I didn't have that kind of luck, which is why I had to go about this way. I'm just a clown currying favor with the bosses. You look at this guy, always talking to himself. The fact that you're even here today is enough to prove your worth. You're right, Don Alberto. Alright, Bernardo. Well, we spent enough time exchanging pleasantries, so let's get down to the business. You want me to do what the Doci Familia have always wanted to do, but never had the guts to take her down. And sure, you have my support. But you've only just muddied the waters. If you really want to overthrow her, you're a long way away. The fact you even dared to come to this dinner shows that the cards are still in your hand. So tell me, what exactly do you plan to do? Alberto, what do you think about Familia Rosati? Rosati? They've given ambition. They've got ambition. Familia Rosati isn't alive today, just because Giovanna's standing up to some Salvador successor. Someone must think of the legacy of Texas' Old Salvador's knack for unification was an invaluable asset. If you ask me, it's a liability. Charisma this, charisma that. In the end, money is what talks. It's the only thing that'll get anyone to give a damn about you. You're right, and also wrong. From where we stand, there are always methods of convincing people. And to be fair, I do somewhat admire Giovanna. While the Texas legacy did make for a liability, she took it up willingly and managed to make it her own. It's true that the Rosati have depended on wealth and connections they've accumulated. But hey, they've gone too far. In what way? Do you really think she wants to hand over the key to the new city to either of your familia? We've been jostling for power here, but the Rosatis have shown the slightest interest in participating, as they're not even here in our world. But they're the same Rosatis that took up the Salvador legacy. They handed over the technology to build that city to Siracusa. You really think they're bystanders in all this? The new city built to commemorate Salvador? A city that could change the trajectory of Siracusa? You mind putting it in a plain Syracusan for me? How could I possibly be more direct, Alberto? The Docici familia have been battling here in Volsini, and to her, this is nothing more than a beast fighting exhibition. Don Alberto. Judge Lavinia and Selenia. They want to see me and Bernardo. What's the meaning of this, Bernardo? They're not with me. Oh? The Saluzos have never been anything but hospitable to our guests. But to those who are not guests, you can deal with them according to the Saluzzo way. Alright then. You heard the man. Yes, Don Alberto. Bernardo, I know you're enjoying chatting about the plans and the future, but I like more practical topics myself. Because you know those like the back of your hand. The people know the Saluzos never place a bet lightly, but never remember that when a Saluzzo does place a bet, he doesn't let it go lightly either. Ah, Rubio, the rest is not meant for your ears. I get it. Secretario Rubio, do you have any interesting offer? Oh, I sometimes go when I have the time. Perfect. Take this. This is a ticket to La Morti Texas Actu? Yes, it sounds like something you'd be interested in. Feel free to go check it out. I told you, Bernardo. The time for pleasantries is over. I'd also like to invite all the Saluzzo and their associates to enjoy the show together. What are you talking about? Talking with Bernardo's voice actually kills me. It's time to go. This is a private party. And what if I told you I must see the dance today? The Saluzos have particular ways of showing hospitality to unwelcome guests. I'm sorry, Selenia. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? You dare pull your sword on a Saluzzo? Selenia, Lappland at Texas, are you out of your mind? Flip that one around. To kill, not for the sake of killing, but for an honest and sincere hope since her return to Siracusa, there's a fight that has felt the least empty to her. That is what Texas thinks. Alright, back to this. My theater manager informed me that Familia Rosati has reserved a VIP box for tomorrow's night show. Oh? Ah, staging a hit in a theater. Is that what the esteemed artistic director of Compagnia de Alba operates? It's just a sprinkling of dressing of truth onto a play. But there is one thing I still have doubts about. Giovanna has heavies from Colombia among her associates, especially her boss in the city. Voila, I've heard rumors about his methods. Are you sure we'll be able to bring her down together? Don Alberto, whisper, whisper, whisper. That sounds like fun. Bernardo, the judge at the Texas, very much want to see us. They've already wounded some of my soldiers. They are both close friends of yours, Bellone. Care to explain? The associates of Familia Sleuth have always been known for their bloodlust and combativeness. Alberto, if the Rosatis came to attack your home, what do you think the chances would be? Zilch. They wouldn't stand a chance. Selenia will be able to will be the blade that runs through the heart of Familia Rosati. Oh? Where the Rosati soldiers can't go, Selenia can. So what you're worried about, can the Rosati stop her? I remember you. I thought you totally gave up on this place, like you never even lived here. My time with the I forgot to give him an accent. My time with the Saluzos wasn't so bad. Then you gotta know that what it is you're doing. I do. Texas, you. Looking at the unconscious mafioso strewn around the Lavinia. Can't help but be briefly lost for words. Even with all this, Texas was still holding back. She thought she had seen it all, in her time dealing with the Familia, but this still beyond her comprehension. I'm glad I'm on your side. Unfortunately, it looks like this is as far as we'll get. Huh? Leon? Lavinia, you shouldn't have come. I have to ask Bernardo something, face to face. The assassination of the boss of Familia Rosati has already been decided. Saluzzo and Bellone will join forces. That's the decision they made. It was our decision. Where is he? Dinner just ended. My father is upstairs. You can see him, but nothing will change. Along the way, Lavinia keeps running over a million different things to say. There are too many questions she wants to ask Bernardo. But she imagines the countless arguments she'd have with him as well as their outcomes. She thinks she has mustered enough anger. However, when she steps through the door, the scene she encounters shakes her to the core. Bernardo sits upright with a luxurious chair. In his hand rests a legal codex adorned with thorns. The very same as the one she holds in her hands. He lowers his head and rubs the tome lightly with his palm, as if completely unaware of the thorns digging into his hand, the bright blood trickling down. Their chaotic thoughts all freeze in this moment. In the end, thousands of words were condensed into one. Why? The game is over, Lavinia. That sentence alone is already enough for her. Only a few moments of silence pass, but she already has sapped all of her strength. Lavinia turns to leave, and does not look back, frightened of the tears about to roll from her eyes. Bernardo remains in place, uttering not a single word as a few drops of his blood dye the floor. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Oh man! That's a lot of story. Let me tell you what. Theater perimeters is now explorable. And we got old conflicts. Woo! Alright. I think we call it there, boys. That is enough of the storytelling for today. Because that's all my voice can handle. How about we do a couple of rolls? Hold on. Hold on. Blue.
Hello, I'm Meteor, the archer from the woods. Do you need
Okay. We do another one. Do another one. Okay. Blue. Okay. Last roll. Great! Ah, terrible!
I know I didn't
Terrible!
assessment, but I'll still do.
Alright. Woo! Okay, that was the story for now. Okay, so a lot of talk. This is a really slow story. Like, it's really long. Like, they are saying, like, a lot of things, but it's, like, very slow moving. Like, I feel like we should be... It is actually really funny. Okay, so we are in Act 2 of the story, and we're also in Act 2 of the play, and they're clearly trying to set it up as if we are playing out the play that Sora is in real time. And the reason that Act 3 has not ended yet is because it has not happened yet. So we will, assume we are moving into the Act 3, that Giovanna will then incorporate into the play, which will be the finale. So that's cool, but it is very slow so far. Not a lot happening. There's a lot of like, okay, I say not a lot happening. Lappland is fucking hilarious. She'd throw a truck for the fucking courtroom. That was funny. But that aside, yeah, and then like, I don't know, Bernardo is like had a villain flip, but he was very obviously the villain from the start. It is a little weird. I think the villains so far are very weak. They have very weak motivation. And I think mainly the reason for that is that their motivations are based on this character we have not seen. Like, they keep talking about, like, Cecilia or whatever, and how powerful she is, and how they, like, shackled everyone, and it's just, you know, these wolf cubs don't know how it is, whatever shit, right? But we haven't seen her. We don't really know the effects of, like, anything she's done. And, like, the only, like, window we have through, like, this, it's kind of like Penance, but Penance is also kind of like a rogue, in a sense. It's very weird. I'm wondering, like, where it's gonna go with Act 3, but so far in Act 2, it's a little off. Anyways, yeah, I'll be calling it there, and yeah, see ya guys later, dudes. Hope you enjoyed. This definitely like a bit of a slower burn of the story so far, but I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be calling here. Goodbye, everyone. See ya.